is finding the highest revenue for these beautiful golden balls.
Hey.
These right here. I also sell white balls, but you know, those are cheaper, so why not sell the higher ones? So I could get a greater revenue at the end of the month. Okay, so each ball cost a total of $764. And with a sale reduction of $64, we get a 5-ball sale increase. Basically, so monthly I sell 25 total. And so if I decrease for every $64 that I reduce from the original price, I gain 5 more sales each month. So basically, if I do that, I don't know how many times I should reduce the price, because I want to know how much money I can make, how much is the greatest money I can make with this, promotion.
Okay. Yeah, with the promotion.
So basically, I created a formula, which is $764. So that's the original price, and $64 times the X times the number of times I reduce it. So from $64, and here I have the 25 balls I sell per month, and this is the increasing sales, 5 per month if I sell one, if I decrease it by 1. Okay, so right here what I did is I basically solved the problem separately and equaled them to 0. So right here, like I did, it's 700 and, whatever. So right here I did it, and I came up with x equals 11.9. And over here I did the same exact thing. I subtracted 5x on this side, and then subtracted on that side. So I got negative 5. So then I divided by 5, and I divided by 5 on that side, and then I got negative 5x. So these are my 2 x-intercepts. So basically on the graph I wrote it, my 2 x-intercepts. So then to find my y-intercepts, I add both x-intercepts, then divide them by 2, which I got to 3.45. Okay, so that is my x-intercept. And so then after that, I plug in my xv into the original equation, which was this one right here. So then, which was 3.45. And so I multiplied it 3.45 times, which equals $220.08. So then I subtracted that from 764, and I got to $543.02. And then on the other side, I got 25 balls that I sold plus 17.5 balls. Okay, so then I got 42.23 balls. And obviously, I can't sell 42.23 balls. Like, that's impossible. I can't sell half a ball. So this is just kind of like a roundabout estimate, like a precise kind of estimate to what my maximum revenue is going to be. And I came up to $22,950.02. And I plotted that right up here. And yeah, so basically I found my maximum revenue for the sales for my gold balls. And thank you, Mr. Soohoo. I really learned a lot. Helped me out find. Yeah.
Brought to you by Kamida Kaki no Tane Japanese snack. I'm going to be teaching how to find the directrix, the vertex, and the focus point. So you are given your vertex usually, and so say that our vertex is right here on the line right here, and our focus point on the line right there, and our focus point is always inside the parabola. So this right here, this line is our directrix, so it would be y equals p, our number. So say that's 1, 2, would be y equals 2 for our directrix. The distance from our directrix to the vertex is 2. So that distance from our vertex to our focus point would be the same distance. So it was 2, so now it's going to be 2 upwards, which would be our focus point. Also, our standard form equation, which for this one particularly is y equals 1/4 p over x minus k, or minus h squared plus k, and then we would plug in our vertex and our it's our vertex, and I think that's it. Our vertex, and then that's our standard form. So that is how you find the directrix, the vertex, and the focus point. So, Mr. Soohoo, right now what we're going to review is using quadratic regression on a calculator. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to press stat on your calculator, and then you're going to press enter, and then you're going to fill in all your L1s and your L2s. So once you do that, you go down to step 2, and it says make sure you select plot 1 to turn on the graph. So we're going to go to stat plot, and plot 1 is on our calculator. Then once you do that, you press stat and make a right, and then press calc, and then go down to number 5. So we're going to press stat, so clear, we're going to press stat, go down to calc, then go down to number 5, quad reg, press enter. Once we're at quad reg, we're going to press enter twice, and what it's going to give us is going to give us our A, B's, and C's. So we have our A, our B, and our C. Now, once we do that, we write all those down, and you write them down. Once you plug all the numbers in, you graph them, and once you graph them, you then you are press second calc minimum maximum, and you go cursor to the left and cursor to the right, and you're going to guess. And then that's when you'll be able to interpret your vertex because of these and plug them in and graphing them. And you write them down. I'm going to be teaching how to find the directrix, the vertex, and the focus point. So you are given your vertex usually, and so say that our vertex is right here on the line right here, and our focus point on the line right there, and our focus point is always inside the parabola. So this right here, this line is our directrix, so it would be y equals p, our number. So say that's 1, 2 would be y equals 2 for our directrix. The distance from our directrix to the vertex is 2. So that distance from our vertex to our focus point would be the same distance. So it was 2, so now it's going to be 2 upwards, which would be our focus point. Also, our standard form equation, which for this one particularly is y equals 1/4 p over x minus k, or minus h squared plus k, and then we would plug in our vertex and our it's our vertex, and I think that's it, our vertex, and then that's our standard form. So that is how you find the directrix, the vertex, and the focus point.
Mr. Soohoo. So, the life lesson that I took in from you that hit home the hardest was the one where you said how good it felt to have your stuff done when you went out over the weekend. And I've never, in the past few years, I didn't do that well, so I didn't really have that feeling. But, recently this year, I feel like it's time for a change, and I really want to do better, and I want a bright future for myself. And, I understand what you mean now. It does feel a lot better to know that I have my Algebra 2 homework done, my Unit 2 video done before the weekend, so I don't have that hanging over my head. But yeah, I feel like that life lesson gave me kind of like a goal for myself every time I go out over the weekends, and it gives me a nice barrier for when I want to have fun and when I know that I want to have a bright future, and when I have to set rules for myself. So yeah, that was the best life lesson for me.
So my favorite life lesson was when you taught about forgiveness, and I think that forgiveness is something that we all need in our lives.
Definitely, Abby.
Forgiveness. So I feel like I just learned that my friends or and my family often hurts my feelings, But I often too hurt my family's feelings, and if I want them to forgive me, then I have to forgive them. So I think forgiveness is a big role in like everyone's lives, and I know that we're all stupid and we all make mistakes, but forgiveness is what really brings us back all together. So that was my favorite life lesson that you gave. And this is our Halloween
Spooky Edition Unit 2 video.